challenges with software, especially in the past, was there's a lot of moving parts. Well, there still are a lot of moving parts. Yep. But what the trouble was that you had to manage all those individual moving parts when you bought the software, loaded it onto your computer, or had to get it hosted. Then you actually then had to manage the hosting, and there was an issue. Then you actually had to manage the payment gateways. Then you actually had to get products, photos of products taken. So what's happened is it's become a much more managed service. Is that correct?
Yeah, back in the day, when the web was early, most webmasters, web people were technical. They were developers. They all gravitated toward these open source platforms, and it was fine because you had those resources. Nowadays, the hard part of e-commerce is marketing. So many more people are marketing focused. They're not technical. And so when you give them access to tools, they don't really benefit as much from the technical complexity and technical overhead, and it actually slows them down. It's like, if obviously this is a topic that is applicable to me, but if I need to lose a little weight, right? The easy thing is I need to eat less and I need to go to the gym. But what a lot of people do when it comes to e-commerce is they want all the power they could possibly have with an open source platform. So that's like building a gym next door. I go through construction, I build a gym, I put a bunch of stuff, a bunch of equipment in there, and it's great because I've got a gym next door. But now I got to mop the floors, I've got to sweep it, I've got to mow the grass, I've got to maintain that equipment that I have bought. And that's a lot like open source software. You get you could, pick and choose everything you want. You could get it exactly like you want it, but it comes with that tax, that overhead of maintaining it. Whereas SaaS really alleviates all of those needs and allows you as a merchant to focus on the business at hand and actually trying to grow the business.
Yeah, I think it's a great analogy. In other words, the technical back end, if you like, and all the moving parts that technical that you need to manage, and basically a lot of the stuff too is you need to update the software. You need to make sure that interfaces with that. And you can spend all your time doing that. In the meantime, no one knows you exist because you haven't done any marketing, because you've been tied up with the technicalities.